What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm bringing you guys some more amazing VGC 2022 Series 12 battles. We're playing on the high ladder. Today we're using a little bit of dual primals. This was a super popular team archetype back in like 2016. You used to use it with Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, and while we don't have access to those, I think their base forms are still super solid. All you realistically have to do is set a super safe Trick Room with a Pokemon like Mental or Mimikyu and some redirection from Amoonguss. Bring out your big AoE mons like Kyogre and Groudon and just sweep away. And you know what? If you decide to max along the way, good for you. I think this is still a super solid team. If you guys want to check out the rental code for this team, it's up on Patreon right now. You guys can try out this rental code by going to my Patreon. Even the lowest tier, even the $2 tier gets access to this rental code and all of my rental codes that are up on Patreon for VGC 2022 Series 12. Other than that, hopefully we win some games today. I do think that this team can actually win some games. I think this is actually a pretty cool team to play on the higher part of the ladder because it abuses other weather teams that use Kyogre and also abuses teams that feature Zacian. So wish me luck. We're going to hop into some games. Here we go. Oh man, that team has a Ditto. I wonder how that's really going to affect our dual primal matchup. Like, the way dual primals really want to work is you actually do want the rain up most of the time. So if they actually send in out the Ditto when I have Trick Room up and copy my Groudon, if I happen to have that on the board and take away my rain, that might get a little bit dicey. But let's see. The way this team really wants to work is you really do want to lead with something like Mimikyu and Amoonguss, go redirection Trick Room, and then from there bring out both your primals. Now, the problem with this is I'm really left hanging without a dot from like a big G-Max starter, like a G-Max Venusaur. And while that could be really good here, I don't think it's going to be super impactful versus things like Moltres. I do think Moltres are going to be really problematic, so hopefully that's not a safety goggles Moltres and we can sport if they don't get a KO. Or we might be able to go for like a big Max Geyser from our Kyogre and get something done. Or even like a player from our Mimikyu would do probably 30 to 40% versus Max Moltres if we're not intimidated. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Great team, by the way. Love the innovation. Dialga Zacian. Sounds like a loss to Groudon, but if Moltres does a big, amount of the carrying, they can definitely have a good win rate here. So let's see how this works. We're, again, on the higher part of the ladder. I'm ranked around the top 100 right now. And, let's see. We're talking about the question today. The shiny Galar legendary birds are the rewards for this upcoming international challenge. Hopefully you guys have signed up already. And it looks like we're going to be able to get our Trick Room up if we want it. There's nothing they can realistically do to stop it other than going for a Trick Room of our Trick Room. Right, so they'd have to Trick Room with either their Dialga or their Whims. If they just want to go for a Taunt, we're going to get it up. And then we're going to be able to go for a Spore into the Dialga if we want. So that'd be absolutely amazing. So the question is, do I really even want to do that right now? I think that I'm fine doing it. I think I'm okay going for the Rage Powder Trick Room. That way we block, like, if they go for, like, Dazzling Gleam, like, max the Dialga, we get it up. I'm okay with this. Let's see what happens. Remember, you can't redirect the Whimsicott, but you can redirect the Dialga. So I'll go with the Rage Powder. And this is why Mimikyu's so good. Show me that taunt. There it is. Yo, they're taunting my Amoonguss. I'll take my Trick Room. We do be taking these all the way to the bank, actually. I'm going to switch in my Groudon, probably. Activate Regenerator, and just go for a big attack on the Whims, I think. I think I'm going to attack the Whims, because that's probably sashed. So, yeah, great play so far. If you want to trick my Trick Room, like, be my guest, yo. What is it? Beauty and the Beast said it the best. I could switch in the Kyogre here, though. It would block the Flash Cannon better. You might be Wormwinding me. I'll switch. The Groudon is the right play, so we'll switch in the Groudon. It also has an access to recovery option and leftovers, so probably switching the Groudon. Next turn, max said Groudon. And I actually do like the position we're in right now. Great start from our opponent, by the way. The Whimsicott's such an oppressive lead. And we led with a very defensive lead. This is probably the most defensive lead our team can lead with. And they're not that far behind, because they're going to have to taunt our Mimikyu relatively soon. I say relatively soon because they don't want to have any other status moves happening. Let's see what they do, though. They might just go for breaking the Mimikyu this turn. Dialga's going to go first, though, so they have to waste their Dialga attack into the Mimikyu. Hard switch out Dialga. Okay. Ditto? No way. Oh, my goodness. That's not even a good play. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what the Whimsicott's doing. So it's actually attacking. It's not using its Prankster. Good damage from me because I have full attack investment. I'm so big right now. Moonblast into Mimikyu, right? Breaks my disguise up. Now, the thing about that Ditto is it's probably a choice Ditto. I say it's probably choiced. And let's see what they want to do. They're going to copy my Groudon. They're going to know my set. I think I have like Fire Punch sub. So they know I have sub, which means they're not going to let me ever set it up. I think I'm probably okay to just go with like... I kind of want to max the Mimikyu. Is that weird? Yes, it is. I shouldn't do that. I'm just going to go with a Shadow Claw in the Groudon slot, because remember, Ditto does copy your defenses, but it doesn't copy the HP stat. And with my Groudon having full investment in attack HP, and Ditto not copying that HP, it's a very, very fragile Groudon. So this should be able to be very effective for me right now. So Shadow Claw, big damage. That's good damage. I wish I got the crit, but it is what it is. Did I just miss? Oh, he missed. We take those. And why is he slower than my Groudon? Is he like a not room service, but like an Iron Ball? Or do we just speed tie? I think it's fine that we speed tie. I don't really have a problem with that. We obviously take out the Whims. Put that Groudon within range for a Play Rough, because it's going to be a little bit stronger than a Shadow Claw. And then we can just max our Groudon, get our leftovers proc, and just go to town on that Dialga. I love this for us. So good stuff so far. Good stuff. Getting that Whimsicott off the board, that's the big enigma, right? Anytime you ever fight a Prankstermon, that's the enigma. I want to get those things off the board as soon as possible. Show me the Dialga. Zacian, okay. I mean, I know both your last Mons are both ground weak, so like I just go to town with this. I don't even need to max, but I am going to, because it would do a ton of damage through a, yeah, I think that's the right play. So we want to Play Rough here, just because that will KO from here, and hopefully we don't miss, right? That's the thing. We're really just hoping we don't miss this Play Rough. I could replay this game 9 times out of 10 and hit this. So this is the right play. You might just switch out Groudon for Dialga and go for like a Protect Zacian. I think you should be protecting your Zacian to wait out my Trick Room. That's definitely the play you want to make. You took out my main Trick Room setter. I mean, you busted his disguise. And you're in a good spot. But how do you deal with the big max Groudon? I don't know about this one, Chief. The maximum Groudon efficiency. What you working with? Survey says protect on Zacian. Protect on Groudon. Is it a double protect? I'd rather see a double protect than just a one, probably. Yeah, that's fine. So you wasted one turn of my Trick Room, but I did get a Spadef boost. And like, we do be needing those. We do be needing those Spadef boosts. So let's take that. Because we're going to need this to deal with the Dialga, and we're getting leftovers tick while we're doing it. So this definitely seals up the fact that, like, we're in a good spot. I actually think it might be a better idea, is where does it sound to double into the Groudon slot? Because I actually would like to take out their Dialga a lot more than I like to take out the Zacian. I don't think the Zacian could one-shot me with the Behemoth Blade from here, because we're super bulky. So the way that we're actually going to play this is by doubling into the Ditto slot with a Quake and a Player. If that way we can actually catch the Dialga switching in, which means they don't have a good max option, which is how you beat Zacian. Show me switching out Ditto. Double protect? Hey, go nuts, Chief. Someone tried to protect. I have no clue who it is, but this also gets redirected into the Zacian, which is why this was a good play. So it looks like the Ditto probably tried to protect, and we do be taking these, because otherwise the Groudon probably would have, their Groudon, their Ditto would have undersped. So this is a great situation for us to be in right now. Great situation. We're at +2 defense on, Spadef on both of these mons, which means we're super great for their Dialga. And we have the leftovers ticking. Yo, it feels great to be me right now. It feels great to be professional Pokemon player. THATSAplusONE. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Holy moly. Dimensions return to normal. That's fine. The Dialga is going to have to max. And we're going to try and Trick Room. They're going to probably hit the Mimikyu. We're going to get a big max Quake off. Get a third Spadef proc. And I think that's okay. I know you're going to max your Dialga this turn. And that should just be fine, right? It should just be totally fine. If you want to go after my Groudon, be my guest. Put my Groudon to the test. Battles canceled. They do be taking those scoops. The scoops dual primals only needs one. That's a +1 primal and done. On ranked high ladder, you'll love to see that. Yveltal, Zacian, Lapras. Oh my gosh. I have to use Venusaur here, even though I don't really want to. You need the Venusaur here to basically counteract the G-Max dot that they're going to get. I don't think there's a problem with waiting Groudon Venusaur. You can go with your big Fake Out. That's okay. I'd love to be able to set a sub too if I could, so that's a great play for me. I'm wondering if I should bring Mimikyu or Porygon. I'm gonna be maxing the Venusaur, so like max Porygon's off the table. We know we want the Kyogre just because it's a great matchup for Zacian. I think we want the Amoonguss though, and we're not gonna be able to set Trick Room here, which makes this a lot harder than it needs to be. But we have good matchup versus Regieleki, bringing like a mixture of like Groudon and Amoonguss. So hopefully this works. Hopefully we can deal with that Lapras to the best of our abilities. And man, that Yveltal is going to be hard to beat. If it's a vested Yveltal, it's going to be easier, potentially. If it's a big bulky Roost Yveltal, I actually say that's going to be harder because one Roost counteracts like all of our Vinelash turns. So let's basically see how they deal with this. I think Zacian and Yveltal is a very cool team. You can build Yveltal. It's probably vested Yveltal. Let's be realistic. Where else is the vest going to be? Maybe Lapras, maybe Incin, probably not. Probably Sash, Lecky, probably Koba, Amoonguss. And let's see how this goes. I do have to max my Venusaur, which I'm not really a big fan of maxing turn 1, but it's just what we have to do to win. We have to set the Vinelash. If they go with like Amoonguss, maybe I won't max, but like Amoonguss and Sin would force me to max, so I would need to play around Fake Out. Lapras and Sin, okay. Let's think about this. Like, realistically, let's realistically think about this. Can I one-shot their Lapras? Who are you fake-outing? Are you fake-outing the Venusaur to stop Sleep Powder? Or are you fake-outing the Groudon to stop P-Blades? It's hard to say. I'm going to click P-Blades. I will max the Venusaur. I will be degenerate. They are playing, again, against professional Pokemon player. That's +1. Literally hundreds of thousands of views with the same Venusaur set. Probably not working in my favor right now, which means they just fake out the Groudon. But, you know, it could be a cool play to just, like, max the Groudon if I was a full attack set, maybe with, like, a Life Orb or something. Even Intimidated, you might be able to one-shot that in Sin with, like, a max Quake. And we're faster than Lapras, so, like, you know, technically, I could use the fact that I'm famous to my advantage, right? I could just abuse the fact that they respect that Venusaur set. I can go for a Sleep Powder into their Lapras. I could one-shot their Incin and just win the game, right? We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. Maybe I'll save that for regionals, right? But let's see who they fake out. Let's see if they keep... The honest play, I think, is still to fake out the Venusaur. Right? Because you don't want to get Sleep Powdered. If you get Sleep Powdered, you waste your max turns. All of them, right? If you fake out the Groudon, you don't take any damage in your Incin, and a good player would realize that Incin is the key to winning this matchup, because if you fake out the Groudon, you beat the Groudon and the Venusaur, because like Incin just beats Venusaur. So who are they maxing? It has to be Lapras, right? I mean, if they fake out my Venusaur slot and we just one-shot their Lapras, like, I would be taking those. I'd be taking those all the way to the bank, you know? Because we don't know what the Lapras ability is either. Maybe it's Water Absorb, which I hope it's not, because I want to come for Spout later. Fake out into Venusaur? Okay. Hey, you know what? Looks like they didn't watch the videos. We take those. Big damage. I do not care for proc and policy. I just want to set my dot. I'd rather not proc and policy. I think you might be vested. Big deeps. Let's see if it's Citruson and Sin or Lapras. It is. Cool. You can totally resonance my Groudon. I don't actually care. You're not actually going to be that strong if that's how hard you took that Vinelash. It won't do that much. Oh, it really won't do that much to Venusaur, buddy. Venusaur literally, a wise man once said, dummy thick Venusaur. So let's think about how we want to play this. There's two things that can happen here. We go for another P-Blades and an Earth Power into the Incin, and we would get a KO on the Incin and have to soak a Resonance on like our Groudon after we get a Max Quake. Or we could switch out Groudon for Kyogre, finish off the Lapras and make it so the Flare Blitz is weak as shit versus our Venusaur. And I think that is probably the play, because that saves our Groudon able to reactivate the Venusaur speed tiering a little bit later. So I'm going to switch in the Kyogre, and I'm going to go for the Vinelash into the Lapras. It will still get the KO, and it'll do a second tick of the dot on the Incin, and it'll basically just waste the Incin's time. This is probably a safe way to play. We don't have to fodder any health on our Groudon in doing this. We have to fodder like 5 to 10% of our Kyogre's health, and that's it. Vinelash is up. We still outspeed the Lapras, obviously, because I'm the best. There we go. Alright, so Lapras down. Max down. Vinelash ticking. If you were to parting shot your Incin, you're nutty. Because you would just have lost into a P-Blades here. There's the Flare Blitz. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, the burn! I mean, I could have went for the Flare Blade. I could have went for the Leaf Blade. Not Leaf Blade. The Vine Lash and the P-Blades. I just didn't think the P-Blades would hit the Incin. That's so unfortunate. I don't like getting burned. I really don't. I'm not a big fan of it. It's not my favorite thing. We have one turn left on Max with the ability to switch back in the Groudon if we need it. So I might do that. Is that worth it? Let me actually think about this. I think I'm going to go for the Water Spout plus a... I'm going to do it. We have Origin Pulse, not Thunder on this Ogre. I thought we had Thunder. That's fine. This is good. We spout these. I'm going to Ooze the Incin, I think. I guess we can Quake the Incin. I'll Quake the Incin. There's a high chance that switches out for Zacian anyways. I don't care if you want to hit my Kyogre, because then you just eat a Spout in the face from both of these. Sorry, I don't care if you want to go for like a KO, like an Oblivion Wing or something on my Venusaur. I know you have a screen up, but like, we do be eating these. There's the Foul Play. Go nuts, Chief. Hit the Ogre. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's 2 Mons down. You got 2 Mons left. You know the Zacian's coming out soon. You didn't respect my Venusaur very much. This Spout's still going to chunk your Yveltal, by the way, and you can't max. I love a crit. Go right through that screen. Alright, so that's vested Yveltal. Has to be from that damage level. So that means this is great that we get the Vine Lash taken. So we can go for like a Protect play. We can I think that hard switching Groudon might even be a good play here. Hard switching Groudon, lose both of our Mons. Take the Zacian out low enough, and then just send out Ogre with a redirection potential. It's going to be great. Should be great. I got faith. So, I wonder how much Weather Ball actually does to Zacian with the Aurora Veil up. It's a lot, probably. I wonder if they read this and go protect Zacian. What a wise play indeed. This is why Lapras is not that great in this format. It basically it can set screens, but like Grimmsnarl can do that without wasting your Maximon. Imagine if they could max this Yveltal here. How ahead they'd actually be if they could max your Yveltal. You'd be so ahead if you could just max that thing. Let's see. Sucker Punch shouldn't KO my Venusaur. Might. Let's see if they're good players. I don't think there's a problem with like Behemoth Blade and the Venusaur and foul playing the Kyogre slot. Awesome. Weather Ball. It's going to do a lot. I do not mind losing both of these Mons here, by the way. Don't mind losing both of them. It's totally fine. Vine Lash after the tick is going to basically be able to seal this up. And I hope they Behemoth Blade my Venusaur. Oh well. I don't mind keeping the Groudon either, though. Snarl. Cool. I didn't lose anything. I just kept my Venusaur. We do be taking these. Yeah, I take this all the way to the bank, actually. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I can just Fire Punch that thing. And Sludge Bomb that thing. I can Fire Punch Zacian, Sludge Bomb the Yveltal, and win the game. Am I wrong? I don't want the Yveltal taking too much health from an Oblivion Wing, though. I don't know if Weather Ball will kill it, though. Let's think about this. They're going to go for Behemoth Blade into my Venusaur slot. They can't protect Yveltal, right? So we actually just want to get Yveltal off the board. If we double into the Yveltal, that should just be a win for us. Because the only one that can protect is Zacian, so let's force them to go with their only defensive option that they actually have. You can go for a Sucker Punch, but yeah, again, you only have one defensive option available. That's the bad thing about running an Assault Vest. Again, we don't do that much. That's totally fine. You can Oblivion Wing one of them, but not both of them. Yeah, nice Oblivion Wing. You gain like 4 HP, eat a Fire Punch in the face, in the kisser. You might actually go down to this. I'm not intimidated. I knew you have an Aurora Veil up, but like, you had an Assault Vest in Aurora Veil. You don't have a defensive Assault Vest. Oh, and it's still enough. Yo, we do be taking those for you. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, let's think about this. Kyogre's relatively healthy. If I were to send out a Moongus, Let me just think about this. If I were to send out Amoonguss and go protect Amoonguss, fodder my Groudon, bring out the Kyogre, I'd be able to go Oblivion Wing. Not Oblivion Wing. I think that this is still the right play, the Amoonguss. Let me think about this, though. Like, Spout will actually just get it for me, I think. No, I like the Amoonguss play. Your Zacian has to go first, which means I can just protect. If you hit the Groudon, I get to bring out Kyogre safely. It forces you to hit my Groudon while disrespecting my Amoonguss. Yeah, I like this play. We only have to go over one of these things. Yeah, I think this is fine. If your Zacian wants to protect, I'll get a free Yveltal out of it. I know you want to Oblivion Wing this thing. It's free health. Look at that. All that health. I know you want it. I know you want this health. Good play. Seal up the Groudon. Maybe I should have went after that. Maybe I should have just let him heal up. Hard to say. I have to hit an Oblivion Wing, I think. No, maybe not. I can go for a Spout here, I think. Spout, then like Origin Pulse or something. It's probably my best play. You're probably going to go protect Zacian into an Oblivion Wing, right? It's actually just stronger to Origin Pulse at this point. Do I care, though? Do I need to Rage Powder here? I do, actually. I do. It's unfortunate. Protect Zacian, that's fine. So you're going to get an Oblivion Wing off. It's going to do a lot. I just hope that we can KO this Yveltal here. Let's see. I don't think so. It's vested. I have a Mystic Water set. We'll see. You're going to get about 30 to 40% of your health back. About 45. Let me just hit this, though. Let me hit this, though! Let's go! Deeps! Fuck. That's okay. You're going to have to... Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, Spout's still fine from here. Your Zacian's going to have to hit my Amoonguss. You can foul play me, it won't kill me. And then I do think that we can just KO there with an Ice Beam, actually. No, wait, hold on. If you foul play me, I have to Origin Pulse then. Yeah, I have to go Origin Pulse Rage Powder. I have to Rage Powder too, that's the problem. Because, like, I think a player of crit would KO my Ogre. So Rage Powder, Zacian hits the Amoonguss. We lose the Amoonguss. And then you're going to go for a foul play, but I'm calced to not die to the foul play. It'd be cool if this didn't KO, by the way. That'd be sick. Damn. Alright. We got this. I have not dodged a single Origin Pulse all season. Snarl, shoot your shot, Chief. I got one hit. You crit me, never lucky. Never, ever lucky, Kyogre. Let's go. Oh, we got the double hit Origin Pulse. Big busted. Oh, we take those. I do, we take them. Hey, you know what? Origin Pulse, 100% win rate. Surprised that KO'd. The power of Mystic Water. Mystic Water Kyogre is still good. Origin Pulse is busted. I got so close to throwing that game, but you know what? We take those wins. I take those all the way to the bank. Dual Primals. Staying strong right now. Sableye weird. Groudon Dialga, though. Sounds like a job for my Groudon. Let's see. I think that there's nothing really wrong with going like Mimikyu. I think one of the reasons why Mimikyu Amoonguss is such a good team is because it doesn't have to care if my opponent has like a Fake Out Mom. I'm a Ghost type. Like, this is almost a guaranteed Trick Room. Mental or Mimikyu with Redirection, so strong. Like, the best they could do is like max their Rilla and go for an like a G-Max Drum Solo into me, which like that shouldn't happen. This is almost a guaranteed Trick Room in my opinion, and to be honest, I completely feel like Sableye might be some sort of weird eject button set. I'm not too afraid of Thundurus. I can dumpster that with Ogre. I think we're in a good spot here. But we do have to play the game correctly. This is going to still be hard. Dialga's a problem. Rillen and Sin, two big Fake Out users, big Intimidate. I think they're probably going to bring both their Restricteds and then Sableye, if they have like a weird niche plan, and then like probably one of the fake out users. Probably the Rilla, because it's good versus both of our restricteds. So like Rilla, Sableye with both their primal, both their restricted. That's my guess for this game. And let's see how we deal with this. If we get the sub up with Groudon, we block Will with Sableye too, if that is happening. Sableye. Okay, cool. So there's like some sort of niche happening here. Do not care if we get taunted. I actually don't even care if we... this is a really cool situation. You have to taunt my Amoonguss here. Otherwise, I just Spore your Dialga. Because your Sableye is slower. Its base speed is slower than Dialga. So, like, if you were to go Flash Cannon to break my Mimikyu disguise, you wouldn't be able to actually KO my Mimikyu even with, like, a Foul Play. Or even a Ghost Attack. Wouldn't do it. So, I can just go for my Trick Room safely here with Mimikyu. If I need to. I don't even have to, realistically. Like, if you're... You don't have a restricted that actually makes me do that. I actually don't have to do shit. I can just go Flare Up into your Sableye and Spore into your Dialga. I don't have to Trick Room. I can Trick Room next turn. Fake out? Go fake out my Amoonguss. You're going to lose your Sableye Sash for it, which is absolutely amazing. Flash Cannon the Mimikyu, and then next turn we go for the redirection. That's great. That's a great play for me. It basically gives me a free Sash at the cost of like my Amoonguss doing nothing for a turn, which is totally fine. As long as I hit this. And we see the Life Orb, which means when you max next turn, you have less health. We just missed the Flare Up. Yo, sucks to be me, doesn't it? Absolutely sucks to be me, doesn't it? Doesn't it suck to be a professional Pokemon player? That's +1. When you get so unlucky. Yo, I had a 90% chance to hit that. And the game was like, no. And we're still going to win. Like, we're literally still going to win. But this game will be over in like 2 turns as opposed to like 14 because we missed that. Because we're going to have to basically waste 2 of our Trick Room turns dealing with that stupid Sableye. And we have to play around like Metal Burst now, which is stupid. So they're going to max the Dialga, give the Sableye boosts. Alright. Yeah, let's see it. I wonder if they can even KO my Amoonguss this turn, or if they even have taunt or something. I don't mind switching out the Amoonguss, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We have to Rage Powder here, have to. Don't care if you want to taunt, doesn't really do anything. Yeah, Wisp ain't gonna help you. So we have to play around that though for the later parts of the game. Imagine if that Sableye was just gone, you know? Imagine if it was just done-so'd. Wormwind, huh? Alright. That's cool. I'm actually totally fine with that. This lets me bring my Groudon out like right now. Or my Kyogre. And you crit me. Oh my god. Never lucky. Literally never lucky ever in my life. Holy crap. I think the right play is going to be to bring out Kyogre. And I have to fodder both my Amoonguss and my Kyogre just to gain a position where Groudon's good here. That's so dumb. Because we can't bring out the Groudon. Otherwise you would just go for Will-O-Wisp against it. Versus Will-O-Wisp versus Ogre is not that great. You do it, but... And if you want to go for like an encore of my Trick Room, it's just not the sauce. So we have to go for like... We have to get the Sableye off the board. You know what? I still think that it's fine to play off in case you're not sashed. If I miss again, like literally we lost this game to like 9 times out of 10, never lucky. I could think about maxing the Ogre here. I don't have to right now though. Quash is fine. You shouldn't be able to one-shot me even with a max Lightning. I just want to be able to finish off your Sableye. Like, literally, all this work is to get your stupid-ass Sableye off the board. Yep. Quake. Alright. This should be fine. We want to max our Groudon here, by the way. So that's what we're actually thinking about. This is your last max turn. We should be able to finish off the Sableye. We'll lose them on next turn, on your last max turn, and then we'll bring up the Groudon and just mess people up. Cool beans. So we're probably going to protect Ogre. Thinking about it. Thinking about protect Ogre. Fodder the Mimikyu. If I had Curse here, holy moly, I'd use Curse. Curse is so good, so underrated on Mimikyu. Rilla, right? Yeah, there's a Rilla. Protect Ogre. Let me think about this. Protect Ogre. We actually need to max this. Don't we? We do. We actually need to max that. Because we need to bring Groudon out and actually go for P-Blades against that Dialga next turn. So we need to protect here. We want to get as much damage into this Rilla as possible. And we want to also mitigate the effectiveness of Dragon-type moves. We need to take away the grassy terrain. So maxing Mimikyu. So good. So so good. Max, full attack, adamant, busted Mimikyu. What is this, Battle Stadium singles? Let's see if you actually read this and go for a KO and Mimikyu here. You should. I don't think there's a problem with like going for a max steel spike into me. But this will take away the terrain and put me in a situation where we can underspeed the Rilla. Next turn, Groudon's a big pin versus your Dialga. Let's see. Big damage. Not big enough. Holy moly, that didn't do shit. Alright. And we took away the terrain. That's all we really needed to do. You got steel spike, bro? That hurts. That hurts, man. That hurts me. We had to do it. We had to fodder our max in one turn. They got 3 turns of max. We got 1. And it's that one turn that's going to lead us to victory. We're going to Ice Beam the Rilla. We're going to P-Blades the Dialga. And our Ogre underspeeds our Groudon on purpose. Just in case we ever needed to lead Groudon and Kyogre, we want the rain to be actually up. So Groudon can go for its full power P-Blaze and Kyogre can go for its full power Water Spout. So this is Dialga's last max turn. It has a defense boost. But I do think the P-Blades will KO it, and I do think both of these mons will underspeed that Rilla. The way our EVs are done is that's an 85 base speed Rilla. These are both 90 base speed Pokemon. They're both speed reduced, so we should be underspeeding here. We actually just have to KO that Rilla with an Ice Beam. Otherwise, the P-Blades will be split damage, which is what I don't want. Let's see. Let's see if they're dumb enough to just go for like a Grassy Glide or something. Oh, they still underspeed? No! No, that's so dumb. That's literally, and you crit me. You should. That would not KO. That would not ever KO me. Are you freaking real? Oh, they have to be banded. They have to be banded. Otherwise, they would have done like literally anything else. Oh, why are they underspeeding my freaking Groudon in a Trick Room? Why are they underspeeding my 0 speed reduced base 90s if they're not speed reduced 0 speed as well? With a choice band. They have to have a choice band, otherwise that just wouldn't do it. Last turn Trick Room. I mean, the right play is to just protect out my own freaking Trick Room and hope that they miss every P-Blades forever. I can't even believe you crit me with that. That should not have killed my Ogre. My full bulk Ogre? Without the terrain boost? You have to be banded, right? Yeah, there it is. It sucks if you SD or sub here, but like it is. I can't stop you from doing those. I've gotten so unlucky this game. I missed the play rough. I got crit by the Grassy Glide. Yo, talk about that's a +1. Never ever lucky. Never ever lucky. Now you outspeed me, but you missed those, so I'm sometimes lucky. You have to miss like 8 of those, by the way. Bro, you have to miss like 8. Alright, I have lefties up. I'm actually, like, if I let you SD here, we're in a bad spot. Alright, is there a right play to, like, sub and try and PP out your P-Blades, which you have 16 of? I can't PP those out. I have to try and crit you twice. I have to go back-to-back crits. Or I can't burn you as a terrain. And if I let you get one more Swords Dance, the game is over. You will one-shot me. I don't think you one-shot me as it is. Oh, never lucky though. Holy crap. The banded Rilla. The banded Rilla. It had to be banded, right? Show me the band. Show me the band. Miracle Seed ain't it, man. You would have used literally anything else in those situations. Show me your team. Show it to me. No. It means we want to bring Venusaur this game instead of the Amoonguss. Amoonguss isn't that great. Even if we can get up our spores, it's not great versus things like Whims and Shadow Rider. So Venusaur is the play today. Let's see if they want to open up with like something else. We're not bringing any redirection, which means we're just going to go hard in trying to get Mimikyu to set up. Hopefully that's not a Scarf Ogre. Scarf Ogre would be able to come in and even a weakened Spout would break my Mimikyu Disguise and allow the Shadow Rider to mess us up. So if they lead like Kyogre Shadow Rider, it's going to be hard. If they lead Kyogre Shadow Rider, it'll be hard. Because the Shadow Rider also got like a +1 special attack boost after KOing our Mimikyu. Don't think it's Scarf. I don't think you'd lead Scarf Ogre realistically and Shadow Rider though. I really don't think that you would. Because the only thing that beats is like Mimikyu Groudon that loses to like Venusaur. You know, so it's like, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Like if I were to leave Groudon Venusaur, you'd lose. So you'd have to be bringing like, you know, Rain Dance Lucky or something like that. Or maybe even your Wims. Wims is such an enigma in this situation. So let's see what they want to do with Wims. Hopefully I can hit my player ups this game. Holy moly. Alright, let's go. Don't beat Kyogre. Alright, this is fine. This is... I just go Quake into your Alecki, right? I just go Protect, Mimikyu, Max Quake your Alecki. You grant the Kyogre, I Max Guard Trick Room. I clock the Sash on your Shadow Rider and then win the game. Actually, I don't even need to Max. I can just Protect the Mimikyu and go for P-Blades. Just like a hard P-Blades here. It'll clock the Regialecki's Sash. And it will open up for the fact that I can use Venusaur later on. Like, I don't even need the Groudon. You're wasting your Max, dude. That should have been saved for your Ogre. So I do be taking these. You could only hold one Sash, bro. That's the thing. Where's your Sash? I know you're attacking my Mimikyu. You're breaking my disguise regardless. Great play. Let's see what you want to do with it. Max Darkness. The Spadef drop. Not bad. It's physical Alecki then. The maximum degeneracy. Let's see if it's sashed Alecki. Let's see if I can hit my P-Blades straight up. Like if we miss a P-Blade, say we lose the game. Right, that's the question. Because we're gonna miss on whatever's sashed, obviously. Orbed, okay. Sash Cali. I'd love to take your maximum in one hit. That'd be sick. Because we just protect Groudon, fodder the Mimikyu, bring out the Venusaur, max that, and kill your Cali. Oh, the fuck? Are you spexed? Alright, well then that's that, you know? The fuck am I supposed to do against that, right? What am I supposed to do against that? Obviously. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I can't beat Specs Cali. That's a whole nother can of worms. We just try and Trick Room, obviously. Hopefully they like max Airstream or something awkwardly. We'll see. We lose this one though. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Something's happening this turn. You're losing something. I don't think you KO my Venusaur here. You can get your Airstream up, but like, I'm about to get a Trick Room up. And you can kill my Mimikyu, but then you can't KO my Venusaur here. You know? And if I get the Venusaur to stick, and I can bring out my my Kyogre safely, we'd be in a great spot. I'd much rather you go after the Venusaur, because then I get a Trick Room up. And then you have to send out your Specs Cali and we win the game. So we'll see how this works. Darkness? It shouldn't kill my Mimikyu. It's a physical attack. Yeah, that's what the problem with physical Mimikyu. Max Darkness doesn't let you capitalize. You think I'm quaking your Lucky? Why would I? Why would I quake your Lucky when I could just win? Yup, that's a Scarf Ogre too. Scarf Ogre, like you saw how fast that went down. That's Scarf Ogre, Specs Cali, Life Orb Mimikyu, probably Sash Wims. This game's over. This game's over. Just gotta quake your Lucky now. Thanks for taking away my son, by the way. Made me much better in TR. This guy tried to do the full ladder combo of like cheese strats and we're like, nope. Nopers. Alright, let's actually think about this. So we're gonna have to spend 2 months. We still win. You can only, if you KO one of my mounts, I have to bring my Ogre and I win. As long as we can hit this entity with a player F, as long as we hit player F, we win the game. It's still better to go for a Vine Lash. It's the most damage. I wonder if it's actually going to protect entity, which would be a really good play for elongating the game. Alright, Expanding Force is fine. It's fine. You can hit the Ogre. You can hit the Venusaur, doesn't matter. You can even KO my Venusaur. I literally don't care. I get to bring in a full health Ogre in a sec. Yeet! Citrus, awesome. No reason to go after the Lucky. It wouldn't have KO'd anyways. And they're physical, so it's fine. I think we still have it, though. I really do think that we still have it. I have so much FNF dropped on this guy. Like, this expanding force is going to hurt hard. We should still underspeed this Entity, though. We should underspeed it. Entity's 85 base speed, but we're rocking like a full 0 speed reduced Ogre. Like, we take a look at our Ogre speed. Compared to our Groudons, we're a slow little guy over here. 90, 99. Time for Spout. You protect a Lucky. I'm like relatively sure you have to be Specs Cali to do exactly what you did to my Groudon. I don't think a -1 Spadef Groudon takes that much damage, and the fact that you hard switched out your Cali immediately tells me everything I need to know. Go for an Ooze, just in case I want some more special attack. It is slower than me, no! That's fine. Hey, you know what? I'm done with these people being the speed-reduced 85 base speeds. Holy moly, what is up with the people today, man? Speed-reduced 0 speed. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yo, we take the crits. We don't need it. But come on, man. I'm done with these terrain setters thinking they can just be 0 speed reduced and abusing me. We should still be able to Oko your Cali with a Spout here. I shouldn't even had to eat that Spout, man. I shouldn't even had to eat that. Not the Spout, the Expanding Force, sorry. Yeah, let's see what you got. This is still stronger than an Origin Pulse. There's 2 turns left on Trick Room. Right? You got to get a double Protect, buddy. And you can't even Protect because you're totally Spexed, right? Please go away. Oh, we take those, man. This guy tried to cheese us so hard. He brought the Choice Specs Mon. He brought the Choice Scarf Mon. He brought the Life Orb Mon. He brought the 0 IV speed terrain setter to underspeed our Ogres and Primals. And we're like, no, not today. Revenge was had. And we do be taking those. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed a look at what dual Primals could do in the meta. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.